Hi everybody and welcome back to Excel Wiz. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a bullet chart in Excel using two different methods. The first method is overlapping bullet chart and the second one is a bullet chart with a target line. As you can see here, there are two different charts, but they're all conveying the same message that different people can understand it differently. So let's get started and see how you can create such a bullet chart. So let's begin with the first one, that's the overlapping bullet chart. The first thing, as you can see, we have data that has category sales, customer satisfaction and productivity, as well as the value that they're supposed to hit and the target that the values that they had, the target that they were supposed to hit, and the different numbers that show whether they performed fairly, poorly, or good. So the first thing, we are going to select the first three columns, that's category, value, and target. Select that, go on insert and insert a 2D column. Let's choose the first one. So once you get this, click on the blue, that's the value, right click and format data series. Once you're here under series options, reduce your gap width from 219 to around something like 40. So all the way to 40. There we go. And then ensure that you change your plot series from the primary axis to the secondary axis. Once you do that, as you can see, they overlap. Once they overlap, go back, format data series. Once they overlap, change your gap width now to around 150. Change it to 150, and as you can see, they overlap, so they are in, all of them are inside. The next thing that we can do, we can now just do simple formatting. Let's get rid of this. Under the axis, let's get rid of the secondary axis, that's gone. We can also get rid of the grid lines. We also don't need the chart title, so we check that off. And as you can see, this is what we got. We can make this more readable. Right click and then format your axis. Click on tick marks. Under major type, choose outside, so it's easier to know what is where. So sorry, one more thing we can actually do, we can put our legend all the way to the top, so a person can easily tell what's what. So we've got the orange as target and the blue as value. So you can see under sales, they did not meet the target. Under customer satisfaction, they also did not meet the target, but in terms of productivity, they went beyond target. So you can easily interpret this data this quick. The second way we can do this is by the use of bullet with target line. So a bullet chart with a target line. So what we are going to do, we are going to repeat the same process, but just change a few things. As you can see, we are going to select the category, value, and target. Click on insert. On chart, choose the 2D chart. We've got our 2D chart. In this case, now we are going to format data series. Change our gap just the same way we did with the previous one. Change it to around 40. So around 40. So that's it. And then we move on to the second one. And now on the second one, let's change it to secondary axis. And as you can see, this is what we get. So now what we are going to do different from the first one, we are going to change the value to be now, you change the chart type for value from clustered column. We can change it to scatter. Click on OK. and as you can see, it now turns into a very small dot. So select them, and then once you select them, click on chart design. On the left, click on add chart element, and let's error bars, and then click on standard error bars. So what you're going to do, we're going to try and get rid of the vertical line. Click on it and delete, and then right click the line that's left and format error bar. So under end style, let's change it to no cap, and then under fixed value, let's give it, for it to have something bigger or smaller, let's give it 0.25 for the fixed value. We can increase format data series. Let's try and increase the size of this error bar. Click on marker. So let's increase our width all the way to 3. That's better. We also need to get rid of this small. We can change the color. Maybe let's give it a green. Our marker is going to be in green color. And then let's go on marker options. We want to get rid of this small dot, so keep it as none. And there we go. So you can change the size of this format error bar. So the width, let's increase it to 3 or 3.25. There you go. So this is the same thing, that it gives us the same results like the overlapping bullets. As you can see, the target is in green, the target is in orange, and the value is in green. So none of these people were able to meet their target. And we can actually do a little bit of formatting. Let's get rid of the secondary axis. Get rid of that. We can also get rid of the grid lines, and the chart title, we also don't need this. And then let's format our axis. Under tick marks on major type, let's change this to major type. Let's change it to outside. You can change the different color or something else, but that's all we need. So as you can see, now we've got salespeople. They did not meet the target. Customer satisfaction was not met, but in productivity they did meet their target. So that's how you actually create a bullet chart in Excel using the two different methods. So if you've got a question, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. And if you'd like us to create a different video of doing the same bullet chart, but now with a performance banding, please give us a comment in the comment section, and we'll definitely do it for you. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and see you again in the next video. And I hope this was very informative for you. Goodbye.